Coming up in this Brightline construction update. This update looks at the progress between Vero Beach and Stuart, including the cutover of the second main line into service between White City and Jensen Beach. We'll start in downtown Vero Beach, and then work south through Fort Pierce and Jensen Beach before ending up in Stuart. First is the section between Vero Beach and downtown Fort Pierce. Looking north from 19th Place in Vero Beach, and the next crossing north was in the process of being rebuilt. To the south, rail is staged for when track is built. The right-of-way is beginning to be cleared north of Oslo Road. Ties are laid out south of Oslo Road, down to the future CP Oslo crossover. Now on Old Dixie Highway near the Michigan Street crossing, and work is underway on the new Rio team track. The team track is being relocated to make way for the new second main line. The new second main line is skeletonized here with rails attached to the ties. The second main line shifts to being built on the east side starting here, so a cut and throw will eventually occur in this area. All of the crossings in this area have been rebuilt. Looking north from the Milton Road crossing, and you can see the second main line will be built. More ties are set in this area. We are now in US 1 in Fort Pierce. Ties are also set in this area. The Fisherman's Wharf crossing was recently rebuilt. Looking north from Orange Avenue, and you can see work on the Moores Creek Bridge in the distance. To the south is where the future CP Fort Pierce will be. This 5-track signal bridge, the largest on the project, has been installed since I filmed this. We're now on Savannah Road, headed east. This first crossing is the FEC's K branch that eventually leads to Lake Okeechobee. The second is for the FEC mainline. This crossing still needs to be rebuilt to add a third track for the future Fort Pierce Yard lead. Here's a look south from that crossing. We'll now move to the section where they were in the process of putting the second main line into service from CP White City near Midway Road to CP Rio in Jensen Beach. Here at Midway Road, where they were in the process of removing the old CP White City and activating the new one. Earlier in the day, they had removed a number 20 turnout here and installed a track panel in its place. Track equipment was surfacing it in preparation for trains. You can see pieces of the old turnout stacked up behind the excavators on the far edge of the right-of-way. Work train AFW2 was on site to drop ballast on the panel. The second track in this area will just be part of the Fort Pierce siding for the coming months before it too becomes part of the second main line. I am now flying down by the new CP White City. It is from this point south that the cutover truly starts, with the double track activated to the south. The third track here will become part of the new lead track for Fort Pierce Yard and is still being constructed. Now back on the ground at the next crossing south at Walton Road. Both of these main lines are now in service, and a signal crew is working to activate the new crossing protection. And now we are in downtown Jensen Beach at Jensen Beach Boulevard. The ATC 8 cutover ends just south of here at CP Rio. Not much has changed north of the Stuart drawbridge. Both tracks are in place, but only one is being used, and it will stay this way until both tracks are activated through Stuart. This is where the tracks will be reduced to a single track, as this bridge is not being replaced at this time. There are long-term plans to replace it with a new double-track bridge. Work is starting to progress in downtown Stuart. More materials are being staged and clearing work is underway to prepare it for the second track. These crossings are also beginning to be rebuilt. Here is some of the equipment being used for the clearing. Ties are laid out here along Dixie Highway. The Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard crossing was recently rebuilt and reopened. The Florida Street crossing was also recently rebuilt. The Southeast Dixie Highway crossing was about to be closed for rebuilding when this was filmed. We'll finish at Monterey Road, where the right-of-way has been cleared and subballast laid. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. Also check out my social media pages.